Doncaster for a minute, though. Let's hand you back to Ed Conway at the Sky Elections Centre.
Yeah, thanks, Jeremy. Just have a look at this. These are the Sky 150. These are live pictures coming from 150 of those marginal key seats. You can see the ones that have been coloured in. Look at all these yellows. East Kilbride, Glasgow East, Dundee West, Falkirk, Kilmarnock. This has been the story of the last couple of hours. It has been the SNP and that sudden surge towards victory across pretty much all of Scotland, certainly all of the seats we've seen so far. Have a look at this. These are all of the seats that we've heard from so far. Look at how much yellow there is there. I want to show you a representation of the UK, which you might find a little striking. This is a map of the UK. Obviously, we've ordered it into each different seat. So each of these hexagons shows you a different seat. Look at Wales there, kind of a lot of it coloured in red. But just go up there. Look at the very top. Look at Scotland. Focus on that. A yellow wash across Scotland. 6 seats previously were SNP. Now they are 38 in counting. We've just had another through. Fife North East, we've just had another through. These results are coming in thick and fast. We still have a number to go in Scotland, but that's 38. Let's just look at this. OK, so look at those top lines, so the main parties that we've been focusing so far. And I'm going to show you, we'll pull those out there, and we'll show you who's been gaining and losing. Look at the Labour line up there. Labour have 80 seats so far, but you can see from this they've gained 6, but lost 32. Now, keep an eye on that losses. So 32 losses, where have they come from? Let's pull that out. Look, 31 of those losses are from the SNP, or they're losing those seats to the SNP. And no surprises, this number is high and rising. And the expectation is that's only going to increase, a staggering change in the share of the vote as well. Just look at this. This is the overall change in the share of the vote. Look at the Lib Dems, down 13%, a totally unforgiving result for the Lib Dems. And we saw Nick Clegg a moment ago looking slightly forlorn through the window. And the SNP up by 7.6%. But in a way, that doesn't even tell you the full story of just how well they've done as a result of first past the post system. Finally, I'm going to show you those targets that they're going for, because we'll take you back to this in a moment. But we originally thought that these were the realistic ones that the SNP would go from, starting from here. This took a 6% swing, Ochil and Perthshire South, an 8% swing here. Instead, it's more or less irrelevant. They've continued. But here's an interesting thing. Orkney and Shetland. There is a seat in Scotland that has gone to the Lib Dems, that has not gone to the SNP. But other than that, just look at this board. Yellow all the way, and still a number of these results. Inverness, Danny Alexander's constituency, we are going to hear from very soon, and it's not looking particularly good for the Lib Dem Chief Secretary to the Treasury. Jeremy.
Ed, one of the traditional bellwether seats has been Basildon, particularly Basildon South. We've already heard Basildon and Billericay being declared, but Basildon South is an old Conservative seat, and if Labour were to make any inroads, then they really need to grab that one. Let's see how it's going. Afua Hirsch keeping an eye on that for us. What's the atmosphere like there, Afua?
Well, as you said, this has always been a bellwether seat, and if the exit polls are anything to go by, then we'd expect it to go to the